Good morning, everyone. Jared Ambeau here, owner of the Ambeau Law Firm and founder of Trial Alliance. Welcome to the issue number 26. The topic for today is fasting. What does that mean? Well, so today I just passed the halfway mark of a 72-hour fast. I'm not eating from 8 o'clock on Thursday night until Sunday at 8 o'clock, drinking water and black coffee only. Um, there are a myriad health benefits for doing this. In fact, I'll put some links in the comments of my Facebook page. And the truth about why I'm doing this too is that for me, it's about a journey. It's about expansion. It's about me like pushing the edge of my comfort zone and what it means to know my body and understand, what's going on with me. And so let's talk about that for a second. So I've been on this journey, right? And it's like a drum beat. I talk about it all the time about this physical journey, about my body, about fuel, and a spiritual journey, and a family love and understanding journey, and a business journey. I'm in the process of really working on expanding my life and expanding my understanding and growing through meeting the challenges in my life. Right? What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Right? What I can find as the thing, if I can see, like, there's my challenge, that's the thing that's difficult for me, so then I just go do it, and it's been incredible. It's been an incredible 11 months. I've had some amazing experiences. And one of the things that I started doing was I started doing IF. Now, I've never been much of a morning eater. And so it's been pretty easy for me to do IF, but in all of the years that I didn't eat in the morning, I got up and drank, coffee with cream in it, and I drank Coca-Cola and sodas and stuff for many years. And so it hasn't been like I've been IF forever, but I'm used to not having solid food in my stomach in the morning. And so I started about 8 months ago. I started IF, intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is essentially, it's really time restricted fasting. It's eating at particular times in the evening. So I eat generally 3, 4, maybe 5 days a week from 5 o'clock until about 9 o'clock at night. That's it. The rest of the day, I just drink water and black coffee. And it's supposed to, after 18 hours, it's supposed to have some really, very good benefits, very good health benefits. Autophagy sets in, your body cells aren't digesting food, so they start to kill off some of the toxins in your body and some of the older cells and do some house cleaning. It's supposed to be pretty decent for you to do this every day. Plus, it's metabolically, it's good. So glucose insulin balance is good. But to really have a serious effect on metabolic chemistry, um, you have to do a much longer fast. And so what I've heard and what I've read and what I've seen, and I've done a lot of research. I'm not a scientist. I'm a genetic scientist, but not a health scientist. Um, so what I've seen and heard and read on TV read on the internet, is that after 48 hours, you really start to reset the metabolic balance between insulin and sugar in your body and glucose, to the degree that it turns around things. Right, at 72 hours, sometime between 72 hours and 5 days, you have some very profound health effects, positive health effects on actual disease. There's some people that are claiming that doing a 3 or 4 day fast every once a month is a cancer fighter and can hold off cancer, even a cancer that's set in already or started. And so there's some, look, that may just be out of the park nonsense, but there's no question that it's good for me. So I decided to do this 72-hour fast, starting on Thursday night. And it's interesting. So I'm going to talk about this for a second, what it's like. So normally on a normal day when I'm going 18, 20 hours without eating, I'm having eating thoughts during the day, right? Like, what am I going to eat tonight? What am I going to have for dinner? I'll call my wife and ask her what we're doing for dinner or what she's decided to do. Or is she eating healthy tonight, or is she not caring? I mean, whatever the case may be. And we kind of talk about it. And I think about it. Well, maybe I'll have some chicken tonight, or man, I'd love a steak this evening, or maybe some fish. I mean, whatever it is, whatever's going on in my head about it. Well, when you're fasting, and I know that I'm not going to eat tonight, those thoughts are much different in nature, because when those thoughts come up, the next thought is, well, I'm not eating. It's like this. It's like these little challenges, like all day long. Well, for me, and I don't know what it's like for everybody else, for me, what happens at about 22 hours, from 22 hours until I go to sleep that first, fasting night, I have like involuntary food craving thoughts. It's not physical pain at that point. It's just involuntary, like mental emotional connection. Like I feel I want a steak. Like I feel like I want protein. I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like, my body's like, oh, steak. Like when you crave stuff and you like you call people and you're like, man, I've been craving shrimp all day. It's that kind of thing, but intense and like immediate, you know. And so my body goes through that, and like every three or 4 or 5 minutes, I have these thoughts about food, and even unconscious thoughts about food. I'll like walk by some food, and I'll be like, oh, I'll like reach for it, or or think, or walk in the kitchen. I'm like, all right, what am I eating? What am I gonna grab to eat? And before I even realize, like, oh my God, yesterday I had somebody call me and invite me to lunch at Stabs, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go to lunch. And on the way there, I was like, wait a second, I'm fasting. I can't eat lunch today. I have to, sit at Stabs and drink coffee and water. It was very interesting. So I'm in last night. I'm in this space, and I'm having all these thoughts and these ideas and all this emotions going on in my head. I'm having all these feelings, like these powerful feelings about food, And so finally, about 9 o'clock, I just throw in the towel. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go get in bed. This happened. This has happened. Both of the last times I've done over 24-hour fast. I made it to 43 hours one time. That was actually a 36-hour fast, but I went to 43 because I wasn't hungry in the morning, and I'll get to that in a second. But every time this happens at night, it's a bit miserable. This first night, so I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm done dealing with this. I went and got into bed. And I tossed and I turned and I had a headache and I wasn't feeling good. Now, to be clear, I'm also taking magnesium and potassium and resveratrol because I'm not going to starve my body of some essential nutrients. But those have 0 calories in them, so it's not like there's any caloric intake there. And so I'm turning, I'm tossing, I'm turning. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. So I get up, I take a little Motrin because I'm having a headache now. Get back into bed and a thing, and I'm feeling bad. And then I finally go to sleep, and I start having crazy dreams about food, crazy dreams about like being out of control, like in a situation where I can't control something. I'm like, oh my God, what is going on with this? It's the same kind of stuff I had last time. I woke up at, I guess, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, and immediately my brain says, man, this is a really terrible idea. What are you doing? You're never gonna make it to Sunday night, and you should go eat something. Because there's no reason to go through all this crap if you're not going to make it 72 hours. Wow. I'm like, where's that guy at? I mean, like, we're the same person, right? There's not more than one of me in here. I'm the guy that committed with certainty to not eat from Thursday night at 8 o'clock to Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So where's that guy? Who's that guy? Like, how did my brain decide that it wanted to tell me? Like, I got up and had these thoughts. Like, I'm having these thoughts. I'm really certain that I'm not going to eat anything until Sunday night, 8 o'clock. It's not even a choice. Not even a chance. I'm not eating anything, period, full stop. Unless I go to the fucking hospital and they make me eat something. And so, where's that guy that like wakes up and says that to me? It just doesn't, it's like it's unfathomable to me. You'd think we'd all be on the same page. You think everybody that lives in here would be on the same, like, focused energy, like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. And then all the thoughts would go away, and my body would just be like, oh, this is pretty cool. We're having a great time. Does not happen. It's not happening. So here I am. I wake up, and obviously I'm like, go away. Go, nonsense. Go back to sleep. And I woke up this morning. About 6:30, and I was tired, a little exhausted. I didn't get a great night's sleep. But got out of bed, normal stuff. Got out of bed, had a glass of water. Haven't had coffee yet. Had a glass of water, and tried to film this. Tried to do this video 17 times. So here I am, having this experience. And what's going on with me this morning? Well, earlier when I started this video at 6:30, I was not having hunger pangs, PANGS, hunger pangs. But now I am. I can kind of feel my stomach being a little hungry. The physical discomfort of hunger. That sort of wanting in my stomach, and it's really interesting because it comes along for me with some mental emotional reactions. When I can just stop and feel like my stomach being empty. There's an emotional like need, almost I want to say loneliness. I don't know, that sounds weird, but maybe like sadness. There's like a feeling of loss that's going on with me. It's very strange. It's very like, and so I'm trying to pay attention, like how I feel during the process. How my heart reacts, how my brain reacts, the signals my brain is telling me, about eating and stuff. Because right now I'm really I have no desire to eat at all. None. I have no like desire like I'm gonna go. Like, I'm not even having those thoughts I was having last night. All those crazy thoughts. None of that stuff. But I can feel it. I can feel that it's happening in my body. So here I am passing the halfway point. And so as I go on today, I'm going to kind of pay attention, and figure it out. See where the discomfort lies, see where my body reacts to not having food, and to just kind of live with the discomfort, live with the knowledge and the discomfort in my stomach of, not having sustenance in there, and what that feels like in my body. So I'm getting ready to go to the gym, and I'm going to go light. I'm not going to go crazy. I don't feel like that's a smart idea to go crazy, spend an hour and a half in the gym or something. But I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out. I'm going to exercise just like I normally do. And then I'm going to have a regular day. I've got a lot of homework to do. I've got a lot of for school, and I've got some work to do for my office. And so we'll see. I'll see how the mental acuity works. I'll see how the sharpness is. I'll see how these hunger pangs continue on as I pass this 43-hour period and approach 2 days to see what, kind of what it's feeling. I'll definitely post tomorrow morning to talk about what it feels like on day 3 when I'm at, 60-something hours at that point, or 60 hours at that point, and talk about that a little bit. But if there's some stuff going on with me tonight, I'll get back on and post again and just kind of figure it out. What's happening with me, what's happening with my body. Again, this whole thing is a desire for me to push myself to the edge. How can I get to my through my comfort zone and into uncomfortability, to expand my understanding of my body, expand my understanding of my need for food. I mean, if I go 3 days without eating, well, then I don't ever have any excuse for eating cheesecake or ice cream again, right? I mean, like, I lost the battle to the cheesecake. Well, no, I didn't. I just chose to eat it. The rest of that shit's just a lie, right? I mean, it's that guy that woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and said, "Go eat something. We need to quit this nonsense," right? What is that? What is that about? Why does my own brain take a position opposite of that which I'm certain I'm going to do, that which I know I'm going to do and complete? So, anyway, I'm having an interesting morning. I hope you guys are too. Saturday morning, have a wonderful Saturday morning. I appreciate you coming by and listening to me, and I will see you tomorrow.